To announce a historic arrest across a wide-sweeping criminal enterprise that envelops both the NBA and La Casa Nostra. The men and women up here standing with me represent a small portion of the leadership team that brought profound justice in an era that needed it more than any. I'll just highlight some of the details in the case and the FBI work, and then you'll hear from the others. But as you now know, individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today. Former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. Not only did we crack into the fraud that these perpetrators committed on the grand stage of the NBA, but we also entered and executed a system of justice against La Casa Nostra to include the Bonanno, Gambino, Genovese, and Lucchese crime families.
That's the real mob.
More about those details today.
That's the real mob, y'all.
The arrests that were taken down across this country range from wire fraud, money laundering, extortion, robbery, illegal gambling. This FBI will leave no room for any perpetrator of crime. Men and women that are standing up here tireless hours, days, months, and years. And the fraud is mind-boggling. It's not hundreds of dollars. It's not thousands of dollars. It's not tens of thousands of dollars. It's not even millions of dollars. We're talking about tens of millions of dollars in fraud and theft and robbery across a multi-year investigation. And we could not have done it without our interagency partners that are before us today. The NYPD, HSI, and teams of law enforcement officials from around the country made this day possible. It takes a team to allow this kind of illicit activity to happen, not only at the national sporting level, but also where it hides in La Casa Nostra. Collided together. They perpetrated a fraud that is historic in terms of not just money, but the scheme and the deceit that they utilize to steal and swindle people for money, to include crypto fraud. This is an operation that showcases to you that under President Trump's administration, there is no room for any type of criminal behavior, be it on the world's largest stage or in the back rooms of tiny parlors where guard games are being played.
We're announcing today indictments in two major cases, both involving fraud. One involves sports betting, and the other involves illegal gambling, very specifically rigged poker games.
Dang.
The first indictment
can't even gamble no more.
Defendants who are alleged to have participated. One of the most brazen sports betting became widely legalized in the United States. This scheme is an insider sports betting conspiracy that exploited confidential information about National Basketball Association athletes and teams. The second indictment involves 31 defendants alleged to have participated in a nationwide scheme to rig
31
illegal poker games. These defendants, which include former professional athletes, use high-tech cheating technology to steal millions of dollars from victims in underground poker games that were secretly fixed. The games in the New York area were backed by the Bonanno, Gambino, and Genovese,
the real mob
of La Casa Nostra. While the cases are separate,
the real mafia
overlapping defendants charged in both cases: Damon Jones, Eric Ernest, and Shane Hennon. The indictments in these cases contain only allegations, and the defendants are presumed innocent until they are proven guilty in a court of law. But my message to the defendants who've been rounded up today is this: your winning streak has ended. Your luck has run out. Violating the law is a losing proposition, and you can bet on that. Nero Laster, Damon Jones, a former NBA player and coach, and Terry Rozier, a current NBA player. Other co-conspirators were previously charged for their roles in the scheme, including former NBA player Jonte Porter. Between December 2022 and March 2024, these defendants perpetrated a scheme to defraud by betting on inside, non-public information about NBA athletes and teams. They relied on corrupt individuals, including Jones and Rozier. They also misused information obtained through long-standing friendships that they had with NBA players and coaches.
Say, man, this is crazy. Like, you can't even gamble no more. Like, I knew when all that FanDuel and stuff got big, I knew when they brought gambling back, something told me the mob is behind this. Because how can gambling be illegal for so long, and then all of a sudden, it's back in full swing, 5 different gambling apps, everybody gambling, man. The mob been squeezing people, and then they had inside information. So all this stuff people been doing has been rigged. Poker games rigged. You see they had cameras and all that. They can know what you got in your pocket, what hand you got. They gambling, it should make you think about all gambling now. I know this basketball did start getting kind of weird, like the turnovers. Man, it's a thing. Go look up Terry Rozier turning the ball over. Go look up Terry Rozier. You can clearly see that he was fixing games, bro. And for a while, people were saying the NBA fixed, but I don't think they meant this way. Like, people saying it's rigged. Yeah, it's rigged, all right, but it's rigged on some mafia gambling. And then it's like, if y'all know about the mafia, I do a lot of studying like on the mafia, Sammy the Bull, the Genovese family, the Gabono, all this stuff. I be looking at all this A&E history. Them names they named, those are real American mob families from like the 40s and the 50s and 60s. They could have forced them NBA players. They really could have forced them to do it on the cool. We don't know. It could be forced. But it's overshadowing Wemby, man. I'm kind of mad because Wemby is supposed to be the headline of the NBA right now, but you got this crazy stuff happening. And yeah, I got the feeling that this is the beginning of it. I got the feeling that a lot more heads gonna roll, y'all. So y'all stay tuned, man. I hate that the NBA got to start off like this. I hate the season opener got to start off like this. But hey, for the love of money.